Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
What? Ready?
Mike Fofo. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Hey, 0-0.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not any chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Za'Darius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Rodgers looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Let's go. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, box truck. He's coming. 22's coming, Mike. I'm coming after you. Mike 22, Mike 22.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Safety's out. Live. Switch it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
380. Check.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
No. 258.
Now Rodgers to throw again. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards there. 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on 1st down. Jones. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Watch out. Check. Topper.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. 14.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Got it. Mike spoke both.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man there is Malone. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, it's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, check. Inside. Get 300. Get 300. Go, go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rodgers now on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, second and 4.
4 down, 4 down. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Now Rodgers. Going left side here, and it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson going to throw again. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Packers 24, Seahawks 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision. Because
rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Rodgers now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. This is Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive. It's first time to touch the ball.
Planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, a run with Cannon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. It appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson, he's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Grant, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, orbit. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Here's Rodgers. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the score. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a yard, Wilson. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Wilson out to his touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nazir Jones able to record his 5th sack. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Green 80! Check. Zebra.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
Mike, 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they? End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost to come around and score. Almost impossible. And a short
over the end line.